Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Ammar, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by Jason Katz, the founder of Growth Marketing Advisors, a growth consultancy that helps SMBs and startup companies build intelligent growth systems through CRM optimization, lifecycle automation, and data-driven marketing strategies. With nearly 2 decades of experience in digital strategy, branding, and MarTech systems, Jason combines deep technical acumen with a keen understanding of scalable customer engagement. Jason, welcome to Founders Future.
Thank you, Ammar. Very happy to be here, and thanks for those kind words.
Anytime, I'm excited to dive in. I always like to start from the beginning. So take me back to before you started Growth Marketing Advisors. What were you doing at the time? And then what was really the motivation behind starting the company?
Yeah, it was quite a journey to get to here, I'll tell you. I started off working in customer acquisition, marketing, and partnerships and tech for a decade at American Express before moving to tech startups. This was before terms like growth and RevOps became commonly accepted jargon. And throughout the 10 years at American Express and then the 10 years working in tech startups,
Yeah.
always a data and tech geek. I just genuinely enjoy it. So I'm always in the middle of that, what's going on there. And
Mm.
then I had my family. I have 4 kids, so it's very busy around here. And I wanted to I love creating things. I love being around that energy. But I also, to be really pragmatic, I need more time to be around with my kids, to do dinner time, to do bath time. So I decided to become a freelancer. So I had a little more flexibility. I started to really enjoy it. It started to pick up some steam. So then I evolved it into a boutique agency, and I haven't looked back. You touched on it in the beginning, but our mission is that every company should have a growth engine. We
Mm.
actually rebranded a bit to Growth Engines by GMA
Okay.
because it goes beyond just growth marketing. For B2C companies, we're doing performance marketing and ads, digital ads. And then in B2B, we're doing whole CRM tech stacks where entire organizations are orchestrating themselves around software.
Yeah.
It's a lot. The growth engines, it's both. They're both really important, but they're very different. So we changed it to growth engines.
Okay. Very cool. I'd love to give the listeners more context. So, who would you say is your ideal customer? And then let's dive into some of your core offerings, what that looks like from a package level.
Sure. So for performance marketing digital ads, the core customer is we generally are dealing with companies that are 20 to 50 employees or larger.
Okay.
We started off working with marketplaces and e-commerce companies. More recently, we've also been working in hospitality with hotels and real estate companies.
Okay.
It's companies that just they have a lot of data. They really want to harness the power of their data to make sure that they're really getting results from their advertising. There's a very cliched phrase that goes like this: half of ad spend is wasted, just not sure which half. So you have to be really disciplined with your data and your test design to figure out how you're going to run ads on Meta, Google, TikTok, LinkedIn, so that you know that you're actually driving results. The worst thing from when you're speaking to a owner operator of a company is you're investing a lot of money into ads and you don't know if you turn it off, are you going to get the same results?
Mm.
Better not be able to say yes. If you turn it off, I'm going to get the same results.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
actually truly want to grow the business. So what we specialize in is feeding robust data to the ad platforms. That's one piece of the offering. Meta and Google have some of the most brilliant minds in the world figuring out how to serve the best ads. But all of that AI, all of those products don't matter if they don't have the data that knows who do you need to target, who do you need to hunt
yeah.
for. So There's a lot of detail around how you send in the signals and which signals you send in. Then there's a lot of detail around designing experiments. Do you scale all your different ads across all the channels at the same time, or do you do one at a time? What's the right order of how you scale those, making
Yeah,
decisions around those experiments, and then reading the results and the attribution correctly? So we really tune all that in. We love making beautiful ads too, but we make sure that the data foundation is sound, which is by deploying that same recipe to all the companies. We have a great track record of, for almost all our clients, we see year over year growth, and it's because we have this consistent methodology that we deploy.
got it. Now, what does a typical client engagement look like? So, are we working together for 6 months, 12 months? Is it very customized and bespoke depending on the client? What does that look like?
So on average, we work with our clients for about 3 to 4 years.
Oh, wow.
We generally get a lot. We're able to help them grow and develop really close partnerships, and we like them, they like us. It usually works out well. But we also have really easy ways to start. We can start off as small as one platform, one channel, up to 5 campaigns, put some of this conversion and data into place, and just see how it goes. On that, we could start off for as short as probably like 3 to 6 months and
Hmm.
just tiptoe in. Like, you don't have to do the whole thing. Most of the company's clients like to jump all in and see big results quickly, but we also have packages where you can ease in if you want to see how it works.
Very cool. So let's dive into the back end of the business. When it comes to acquiring customers for a growth engine,
Oh,
when
sorry. Actually, sorry, Ammar, you had asked about both sides of the business. Do you want to hear quickly about the CRM tech stack side too?
go for it.
Okay. So for the CRM tech stacks, the target customer is usually most common is 20 to 50 employees also, but it tends to be around tech companies where you have a lot of things to keep track of. You have hardware, you have software, you have licenses, you have access rights. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of and a lot of processes to keep track of.
Cool.
Up to 70% of CRM projects fail, which kind of blew my mind when I started working on all of this. And we have a process that is aiming to destroy that metric. So we map all company-wide process flows. We look at the processes, the system, and the data. Once we have that deep understanding, we have great conversations with our clients, going deep into some technical areas that they wouldn't otherwise go into in as much detail. And it's those conversations that really unlock exactly what they want and allow us to craft the ideal solution, what the ideal tech stack is. Should it be HubSpot or Salesforce? What are
Yep.
the top 2 or 3 plugins that you want to put in there? And that methodology has helped us consistently beat that 70% odd, which we're very proud of. And similar to what you were saying, we'll work with companies for 12 to 24 months to put in like the perfect stack end to end. But we also have very accessible packages early on. We call it an assessment, where within 6 weeks, as long as you're timely and you engage really well, we can take you from initial interviews to having a full blueprint, CRM blueprint, with a roadmap of how you build the perfect solution within 6 weeks. It's a low cost engagement and it's yours. There's no commitment after that. You can choose not to use it. You can DIY it. You can RFP it. Most companies tend to use us to deploy it, but it's yours. And it's like a very easy way to get a taste of the offering and what it's like to work without signing away too much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, let's shift to the back end of the business. When it comes to the client acquisition piece, when you're looking to bring on more customers into growth engines, what are you doing specifically from a lead gen and marketing standpoint?
For a very long time, everything was warm referrals. We got referrals, repeat customers, our customers would bring us in more people, and that got us to a certain level. And we're still scaling the warm referrals. We have we have tracking mechanisms, dashboards where we continue to grow the network, check in with people, and that's been systematized. So that's really the way that we've grown the business to date. And we're proud of it. It's great. I find that agencies are a platform where you get to meet people. They're your people. They like you like them, and it's fun. It's a great platform to just do good work and meet your people. But because we have this mission of every company having their own growth engine, we are actively investing in cold outreach where we use a lot of the mechanisms and tools that we deploy with our clients for ourselves finally. It took us a while to actually decide to actively focus on ourselves, and we're now building the growth engine for growth engines to find the people, the ICPs that I told you about before, who are experiencing the deep pain and give them the chance to go through this experience and to scale up the company faster. We finally decided to prioritize our own growth engine because again, we want to realize our mission. When we see the payoff that companies have once they have their growth engines in place between the ads and the CRM, it's very rewarding, and we want more companies to have that. So that's been in place. We're finding new ways, new innovative methodologies for the services that we offer as we're building this out for ourselves, and it's been a rush. It's been exciting.
Very cool. I'm curious if you've thought about doing some sort of paid campaigns or paid media for bringing in more customers.
Yeah, 100%. That's going to be part of the growth engine. We're in the middle of creating those campaigns. The growth engine has a lot of different features. There's email, there's LinkedIn, there's ads. We're building it all up. In the first part, we're making sure that the targeting is very concise, is very locked in. As you guys are experts in this, right? Figuring out what is the perfect data point, the perfect definition using what data is publicly available. We're spending a lot of time honing that in the messaging because one thing we do in growth engines is, right, you don't come out of the gate with everything guns blazing. That's a great way to get results quickly, but also a great way to lose money and not have
Yeah,
optimal ROI. So we're doing it in steps. We have a roadmap for how we're building our engine, and we're thrilled. We're already playing around with awesome ad concepts that we're excited to put in the market, but we have a lot of discipline about how we're rolling it out.
cool. Is the idea to have it be like a book a call funnel where they come in, they respond to some sort of ad, they opt in with some information, and then they book a call?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very cool. And for those calls, when it comes to the sales side, are you the one having those conversations or or what does that look like?
I'm the main sales guy right now. We have about 3 dozen people in our firm,
Yeah.
and it's very focused on delivery. Again, everything's been warm, so I tap into my network and we just grow the business. As the cold outreach engine is improving and getting refined, we're also getting our sales process down into more of a predictable and effective rhythm. Like we're
Mhm.
really optimizing it. Before, I got a lot because people trust me, they know my track record. But as we're getting from hot to warm to newer people, it's exciting to really hone the pipeline, and in the process of honing the pipeline, the entry offers, the positioning, like exactly what needs to happen at which stage, it's going to be very easy, I think, to train. After we go through building this part of the engine, it's going to be much easier for me to train people to start to expand the sales,
Yeah. Yeah, you alluded
as we
to a
go.
great point where it's very different selling to warm referrals, somebody that already knows and trusts you, versus taking cold traffic and converting them into a client in a repeatable, predictable process. So it sounds like really the next step for you as you're building the growth engine, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is refining and honing down that sales process more that can take cold traffic and convert it into clients consistently and predictably.
It's that's a key piece. It's both sides. It's
Yeah,
finding the people who take the call, and then what do you do
got it.
post? So we're working both of those, and we're working the very foundations of each sides of those to make
Mm,
sure that those are very locked in. And once those are locked in, then we have confidence in how we expand.
got it.
I don't want to blow out ads before I know exactly. We deal with 6 hooks. They're like 6 major pain points on each side of our business that prospects are dealing with. And I want to make sure I know which of the 6 are the most important depending on the flavor of ICP. Like I really want to hone that in. And then when we go out with increasing parts of the engine, I have much more confidence that the odds will go up much more, that it'll all be
Yeah,
worthwhile.
that's exciting. What does your vision look? Let's say over the next 12 months from a revenue perspective, what are you looking to accomplish?
So the decision to go from growth marketing advisors to growth engines and to make the mission of the company that every company should have a growth engine. That happened within the last couple of months. So that actually is a deeper paradigm shift because in the past we used to say it's year over year revenue and that's fine. And a lot of it came from expansion. Clients
Mm.
like working with us and we just expand the engagement. So there's going to be much more focus on net new, right? Because if you're just growing your existing client base, that's not tying in and delivering on that mission.
Yeah.
So there's going to be, we'll probably have our goals nailed down before the end of the month, but it's going to have a higher emphasis on number of net new logos that are brought in, net new clients that are brought in, and there's going to be some around operationalizing the company towards that. We have things locked down and we use ClickUp religiously. Everyone has everything in there. Our sprints are awesome. It's really exciting. So we're going to have to make sure that the foundation that supports all of that, we'll have goals around that so that we know that it will scale well. And then we'll eventually put in a revenue goal, but for now, it's more important that we are getting more growth engines and more companies and that the foundation can back it up so that we
Yeah,
don't have to like hit pause when the momentum builds.
for sure. Do you have an idea of how many clients you're looking to get per month, per quarter, anything like that?
Not yet. I think it's too early right now. I think we're, again, it's more about getting the foundation right. We could get in a lot of clients, but maybe they're not the right fit, or we want to make sure we're getting in the right clients.
Yeah.
Same thing, like perfect fit. And then
Yeah.
once we get that and we see what goes into that and like how many people are required on the demand gen side and the sales side and the
Got it.
servicing side, then we'll push hard. So I think there'll be immediate goals around getting to that first step. And then probably by the end of Q3, we'll set another set of goals once we understand that a little bit better.
Got it. What do you feel like as the founder is the biggest challenge you're facing right now to really scaling this?
I don't know that there's a like a biggest challenge. Like part of our philosophy with growth engines is that it's the accumulation of all of those small details that matter. When those come together, then you get a really good growth engine. And if you miss some of those key details, all of a sudden things start to go off the rails. So
Yeah,
I think, everything that we're talking about on this call, I want to make sure we're doing all of those with excellence and we're learning and we're iterating along the way. Every week we're getting better. And I think if the team really comes around that, I think the team's very excited. I'm very excited. As long as we sustain that excitement and we keep leveling up our game every week, I'm really excited to see where things could go. It's a much bigger vision than I ever had for the company when I started. It's when you see again companies like they're very excited, their trajectory is growing, you feel very rewarded, and I think it's worth pushing harder than I thought when I originally started.
that's awesome, man. I love that. You seem very excited about this, as you
I
should be.
am. It's the team's great. I love all the 3 dozen people that I work with. They all work hard. They all love what they do. They all have families. We tend to have a lot of family people that are working here. And it's not like a question of are we going to make it? Like everyone needs to make it because we all have to provide and we all love what we do. It's a combination of you have to do it and we also love what we do. So when you get those two coming together, you get some really great results and some great energy in the room.
I love that. What is the best way for people to reach out to you to work with you?
Ah, very good. Go to growthmarketingadvisors.tech. That's our website. Again, it's growthmarketingadvisors.tech, TECH. And we got everything on there. You've got our contact information, forums, case studies, or more detail on the offerings. Everything's there, and we'd love to chat. If you're experiencing pain, you need a growth engine that's reliable so that you don't have to worry about things like ads and CRM, which are big investments. We'd love to start you off. It can start off slow, start off small, but start working on your engine. It can't be early enough to work on your own growth engine.
I love it. Jason, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Ammar. It was a pleasure being here.
Anytime. So that wraps up another insightful episode of Founders Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you reach out to Jason, growthmarketingadvisors.tech. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe to Founders Future wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you are a business owner and you're looking to scale your business and really enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to discover how we can support your growth journey and understand the philosophy that took us from 0 to 30 million in 26 months. Until then, keep on climbing.